First of all, I want to say that our team is praying for Coach Glasgow and his family. We can't get that out of our heads, and it's been a difficult day for our department and our university, and we want to continue to pray for them. And this game is for Coach tonight, and fortunately we were able to win. South Alabama got off to a great start. Jay and I talked on the radio show before. He knows I'm a big fan of Trey Mitchell, and even more so tonight. He really stepped it up and played fantastic in the first half. And I thought his getting into foul trouble was one of the keys in the game. Certainly kept my hopes up. But we shot the ball well. They zoned us for 40 minutes, and we hit 7 in the first half, 5 in the second half. And I'll take 44% every night. Our defense, wasn't as good as it needed to be at times, but we stayed right there. We couldn't separate. I thought early in the second half we would separate a little bit, maybe went up 5, and we just couldn't push it from there. I think there were, 19 ties or lead changes and 11 or something. I don't even remember. Jay said it, but it's a good basketball game. It's a conference basketball game. It's what you expect. They've got good players, and Ajay and Mitchell are special in my mind. And we finally caught a break and were able to score late and get the lead. P.J. Hardy hit a big 3 from the corner, and Cedric hit a big one from up top. I thought those two guys were 9 for 18 and played heavy minutes tonight. Jeremy Hayes is sick with a stomach virus that Christian Lafayette had on Monday, and he's been quarantined to his room for a couple of days, so didn't have him at practice yesterday or today. Trajan is still nursing a sore ankle, so we had to make sure that the guys out there today produced, and they did that. Really proud of all of them. Hit some big. Everybody made big plays.
How were some of the scrap type plays that you had? Justin Miller on the floor, steals here.
Well, the 50-50 balls were important, and to be honest, I thought they out-hustled us a lot. They seemed like they got a lot of breaks, and the ball would get knocked out on a long rebound, offensive rebound. And they're athletic. Petway's a super athlete. He's not a very good shooter, and he goes, 5 for 5 tonight? Gets 14. I'm sure that's a career high for him. But they hustled, and they're long. They got to balls, and then late I thought we got a couple of hands on balls, and Marcus came up with a big rebound. I think P.J. had a big steal. Jerickis Davis had a big steal in front of their bench. And then Justin getting on that last one and coming up with it. So, yeah, that was big.
How nice is it to see P.J.'s confidence carry over from one game to the next, even with almost 4 or 5 games?
Well, we talked about it Monday, and, I know you talked about it and the other guys talked about it. And it's good to see. I mean, he's playing with confidence. When he got the first one in tonight, I knew he'd be good. And he did a nice job. And, again, defensively, I thought he was pretty good. And I think he had 4 defensive rebounds also and made a couple big free throws late. We shot the free throw good, and then we wanted to just keep it interesting, keep everybody in their seats for a while. I think we missed, 5 in the last couple of minutes. And they missed some as well. Ajay's not a good shooter, so we weren't too concerned about that. But
how worried are you right now about just the depth and having to play? You don't have that many guys available, or you think that's going to work itself out over the next few years?
Well, there's nothing to worry about. I mean, we're not going to we can't, it's in the NBA, we can't bring in some guys on the waiver wire. But we'll be okay. The guys played hard tonight. I mean, P.J., Jakeem, and Gant, to me, are superior athletes, and they can play all day. Some of the other guys get tired. Jerickis gets tired quick. It's one reason we brought him off the bench. Justin gets winded, and he got beat down the floor one time, and then certainly Marcus gets tired also. So Trajan will help us when we get him back. There's a chance Saturday. We'll see. And also Christian Lafayette and had his best practice of the year probably yesterday. He got in there for a minute or so and grabbed a rebound, I think, and got called for pushing the back. But he can do some things. And R.J. helped us at Georgia Southern a little bit, and at Monroe. So those guys can step up, but we need some guard play also.
Coach, I know your team is fun to watch. Did you ever get a chance to, in the middle of the stress of the game, enjoy
Not tonight. Not tonight. George, you got that? It was a good basketball game. I was frustrated tonight, Andrew. You know, I want us to play better, but knowing that they're playing at a high level. I mean, I've seen South play a lot of games, and they played one of their best games tonight, certainly Mitchell. So yeah, I enjoy it, but it's earning a living too. So I would have enjoyed it more if we'd made some free throws down the stretch, and I had a timeout in my pocket.
What are y'all maybe doing better after this 3-game road trip? Now that y'all are back to win a game like this, and I don't know, maybe y'all won this game because it was a really tight game that you easily could have lost if things didn't go your way. 5 or 6 games. I mean, where have y'all improved over the last 3 games?
Well, our conference is balanced, and all the games, you know, are going to be like this. They've been in several close games recently and come out on the short end. But this game was good because I think the main thing, we shot 44% from 3. Our defense wasn't great, but we had some good stops late when we needed them and got a little bit of momentum. 18-9 assist turnover ratio. Now the 9 turnovers is a little bit misleading because they played zone the entire night, but and we got cute and tried to overpass a couple times. But I think just our shooting and the confidence. We hadn't been home in a while, and me included. I missed the last game here, so it's good to get back in the Dome and get a win.
Obviously, it's good to win, but winning a game where you kind of pushed at the end, what does that do for a team's confidence today? I mean, where they're tested.
Well, I think a lot of games are going to be like this, George. So hopefully we can continue to make plays and get stops. And you know, it comes down to I told the guys if we make free throws, it would have been a little bit easier. We have to close it out better. There were a couple of passes. We were trying to get the ball to Jakeenan to start with on that out-of-bounds play, and the first one, and we threw long to Cedric, and which scared me throwing it, you know, that long. It could be stolen for sure. And then I told Cedric to dribble the clock. You got to dribble the clock out there. They're going to foul you anyway. So the clock's our opponent. We don't need to score. And he missed 2 free throws after going 7 for 7 at Monroe the other day. He did take a hard spill, but we're trying to get the ball to Jakeenan the first time, and we didn't get it in, and I knew that he would make his. I mean, he's really locked in at the free throw line.
How much do you feel like, and Justin was talking about this, the guys around Stroman and Gant are kind of turned the corner, the 10, 12, 14-point guys that have just kind of gained the confidence that they can do it, or capable of doing it every night?
Yeah, well, it's good to see, and I think Matt had put in the notes, or somebody was talking about 20, maybe it was you, Tim, 20-point games, and we've had 6 guys score 20 this year maybe, and Cedric's one of them. He has 15 tonight. I think it's career high, so he had 14 and 15 in the last 2 games. That's an improvement. Certainly PJ's had 2 great games. We know Justin Miller can score 20 points and get going. He scored 22 and a half at Kansas, so that's huge, you know. And if we can continue to play, we can be a short rotation, but we have to all produce, and everybody has to be on point.
With the league being maybe as close as you feel it would be, Dome kind of came alive tonight. How much of a factor could they be at the end of close games?
Well, they were a factor tonight. I certainly think that they got into it, and once it got late and we got the lead, we got some momentum. We got a couple of 3-point shots in. It carried over to the court. So that's important. We need to win our home games certainly, and what do we have, 6 left, and then we've got to go on the road and win on the road. We've got an even road record right now. We've had a winning road record the last 2 years, and we need to get that back up. But the league's good. I heard the 2 Georgia schools lost at home today. So, I mean, you're only, a game or 2 out of first. So, I mean, you just have to win. You have to control it. And tonight was a big one. It's kind of like the Monroe game. It could have gone in our favor also.